Hi, hi. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? All right, so we're kind of starting late. We're starting about 19 minutes late. If you're hearing plates and stuff like that, that's my babies eating around here. We're privileged to be able to work from home, so excuse that. But let me see if I can share really quickly with everybody else what we got going on here. So I'm going to spend some time here with you, maybe 30 minutes. This is for the meetup. So just so you know, we are changing the focus of the meetup. We are, in fact, changing the focus of the meetup to cater to more of cash flow, okay? More cash flow than anything else. Let's see here, email, friends. All right, so there's a lot of people, let me just tell you like this, a lot of people uh, trying to make money in real estate, but they just don't have the resources, right? And maybe you're one of those people, and you've been trying to make money in real estate, but you're finding out that you need some money for marketing. You're finding out that it's a lot more complicated than you thought, and you're wondering if this was ever going to be possible for you, okay? It's possible, if you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, you would understand that you should be asking the question, how can I, as opposed to I can't. So it's absolutely possible for you to make a killer in real estate, not just that, and actually creating cash flow for your business. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into it. 1 second, let me just make sure that all is well here. Let's see here. Mute. I'm gonna mute for a second here, guys. And we're back. Wanted to make sure the phone is off. All right, guys. So my name is Ola. I'm the founder here at myEmpirePRO. Also, I'm the creator of the meetup group. It used to be NJIT, but again, we're turning that to the 3000 day club. So if you're here, you're part of the 3000 day club. Okay, that's what this is about. All right. So, but I want to tell you a little bit about myself. How did I get here? Okay. I'm gonna take my time. Maybe because I started this like 90 minutes late, so chances are nobody is watching us live. Okay, but either way, I'm just gonna take my time and go through the information. So again, my name is Ola, and I started my journey as an entrepreneur back in 2004, ending 2004. By 2005, made my first check of $10,000 after hustling for a whole year straight in 2005 December, and that was the beginning. And since that time, I've been, in fact, infected with the bug, and it's nothing I would ever do without being an entrepreneur. Anything I do outside of entrepreneurship was a side hustle. Okay, so but here we are, about what is it, 2005, 12 years later, 2017, where are right now? I didn't realize that. 12 years. But I went full time. For the first time, I went full time, completely full time entrepreneur in October 2006. And there was something about working a job for the rest of my life that just wasn't attractive to me. Um, I realized that it was a 40-40-40 plan. That means I had to work 40 hours of my hours per week, working probably for the next 40 years of my life, making $40,000 a year, and I think there's one more 40. Trying to pay back the $40,000 school loan, if not more. So that was something that I was not interested in doing. So I wanted to do something else entirely. I wanted to do something where the deal is a little bit better. I don't mind working hard. All I know is working hard. In fact, my parents, they're great teachers. I ended up teaching now. teaching this kind of stuff, not regular traditional teaching. But my parents are teachers, and they worked hard. They're still working hard. Not as hard, but still work hard because that's just all they know. That's all I know too. I'm gonna work hard. So the question is not if I'm gonna work hard. The question is, am I going to be able to make something meaningful out of it? Okay, that was more of the question. So the question was, how long am I going to be working hard for before I have the choice of not having to work? And I chose 12 years ago that I needed a better deal than the 40-40-40 plan. So I ended up getting into real estate, and I started flipping short sales. I flipped short sales for the next 2 years. By 2008, the market started to crash. Market crash, burnt. Guess what was also included in that? My business crashed, burnt. But it was a good experience to go through that. It was weird for me because even before the recession happened in 2008, I wasn't exactly aware of the thing called recession. I wasn't exactly aware of that. But it was good to learn that way. The good news, or the good thing at the time, was that I didn't have a luxury lifestyle. I had a lot of savings, had a lot of money stacked away. And I started to live on my savings at the time. I think I lived on my savings for another a year until I started to bring in some money. So I ended up on the internet. So in search for new deals, trying to, what can we do? My mentor at the time, Anthony Cardinelli, if you know him out there, was my mentor in real estate. He invited me to a home party that he did at his house, and it was a presentation for a network marketing company, a network marketing deal, MLM. Some of you know what it is, Amway, those kind of things. The home party, they invite you and they try to sell you the business opportunity, and you're supposed to do your own home party and just keep going like that. And before you know it, you have a big organization of people that you make just a piece of all their activity, their sales activities in the organization. And I didn't even know what it was. All I knew was that if Anthony is doing it, I'm going to do it. So I pulled out my credit card. Of course, I had a lot of savings. Like I said, I didn't have a job because I had not had a job since 2006, October. And by the way, I worked at FedEx for 7 years between 1999 and 2006. It's a very proud segment of my life that I'm very proud of. So I always like to mention that. But anyway, I ended up joining this company, and when I got home, I started to read up everything. So I read everything up, and I was ready. I went in, the also spirit, everything. I went in, built a team of 60 people, something like that, and then they sent me a check of $12. And then I was like, okay, this can't be it, right? It just didn't make any sense. But anyway, my brother at the time decided to join me in business. He went online, did some search. I did some search. We found something we called attraction marketing, which I now apply in any business I engage in. Attraction marketing is very simple. It's you, instead of you chasing people, you become the chase. People start chasing you to find out what you know, because you've given so much value into the marketplace. And that's what I teach in everything today, right? I teach in everything, literally. You have to give so much value that it just comes back to you. It turns out that the secret to wealth, after all, is by giving and giving and outgiving everybody else, right? So, and that's just something I've heard all my life in church as a church boy, but never really became a practical thing, or came off very practical like that, hearing it and actually putting it into practice. So I ended up, let me share this on my wall on Facebook. Maybe some people want to jump on as well. Let's see if we can get some people jump on. Let's see, jump on. So I don't anticipate a lot of people attending my live stuff because I don't watch live TV either anymore. I watch everything on demand these days, right? So yeah, if anybody can, feel free to join me. All right. So yeah, so I joined the company, joined the deal, and the idea of building a team of people, right, that would use a product anyway, and getting them to spread the more word for you, of course, it's smart, and that's called leverage, right? If they're going to use the product anyway, and they're going to tell their friends, it's kind of like movies, right? You go to a movie, you tell your friend about the movies, and the MLM industry has used this analogy for a long time. You tell your friends about the movie anyway. Why not make money telling your friends about the movie? Everybody jumped on Facebook. Each account on Facebook is worth at least $100. It doesn't matter if you're paying for it or not. It's worth $100. Go look at the value of the company on the stock market. That's how you know, right? And and you refer people, they make you click share, and you're doing all this sharing and liking and all these things. Even when you click like, did you know that that's actually sharing? Because it tells the algorithms that it's okay to share that content with more people that are connected to people based on your demographics, right? And it's kind of interesting how it works. So you share all this stuff, your activities on the internet, but are you getting paid to do that? That's the question. So then this company came along over the past few years, has taken over. I don't know the exact stats right now, but at least in the online retail environment, they're number one. It's called Amazon. And the way Amazon did it was using this model that I'm about to share with you right now, that I just shared with you, which is just sharing. We're in the sharing economy. People buy stuff, right? And then they share that I bought it from Amazon. And then before you know it, you're just 2 clicks away from another sale, as opposed to the way we had to do it back in the days, right? So it's something that's quite interesting that in the real estate wholesaling investment arena, right? Even as a realtor, it's a struggle. It's a big struggle, right? It's still a big struggle because most people are struggling to make money. And most people are still spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on direct mailing and wondering why it doesn't return the investment, much less just break even, much less bringing in any profit, right? Uh, Direct mailing right now is overpriced because you literally can get away with not using any of that stuff, and you can make a whole lot more money because of the power of things like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, right? Because at your fingertips, you can reach your targeted audience like that, just with one click. Like, for example, right now, typically we'll be doing this meetup at a physical location, which we will try to continue to do that. I'm going to go check out a spot in Newark tomorrow just to get out and network and touch each other, because that's too powerful relationship, right? But the truth is that when it comes down to the money, you don't have to stress so much. Plus, I'm building a relationship with you right now. I still agree that it's still much more powerful when you touch people physically, because when you meet people, there's just something, just energy that's just ridiculously more powerful when you do that. So, but in case we can't, like for example, for the past few months, we couldn't, that has not stopped us. I think last month, because something happened, I couldn't make it here, but it wasn't because I couldn't reach you guys on the meetup group, right? It was more because of other things based on logistics, right? So that's an inside joke that some of you will not get. But anyway, so we're here in 2017, and things are a lot more easier. See, one of the biggest things in business that you may not know yet, right, is cash flow. You need cash flow. You need cash flow. I can't stress that enough, okay? See, one of the biggest mistakes that I made in my real estate days, the biggest check I made for my real estate deals was $82,000. It was a good payday, right? And the funny thing at that time was that, especially as a young man, I think I was 20, 26, 27 at the time. As a young man, you get that kind of money, you start, you start feeling big. It feels like you're gonna make that every week, and that's an illusion. Of course, it doesn't happen that way, right? And not only that, because you did that, your productivity drops because you're feeling like you're feeling invincible. If you've never seen that kind of money before, you actually go numb for a few days without telling anybody, which is exactly what happened to me. And but it was good money. We were making good money, making good checks, and then it started to slow down towards the end of the era, 2008, the market crash, right? And then you make $30,000, and then you'll be looking. 3 months has passed. You're still looking for the next $30,000. Then I started to pay attention to a concept called cash flow. Okay, cash flow. See, if you talk to anybody who has created any level of success, and I mean sustainable success, they don't have to be a millionaire, just sustainable success over time, right? The one thing they will tell you is cash flow, because if you keep food on the table, right, you don't have to look over your shoulder, you have the peace of mind. You will push away all the anxiety so you can build your business without fear. Not necessarily without fear, but with minimized fear, right? But if you're always looking over your shoulder for the next meal, and you're gonna have anxiety attack you. It's gonna affect your productivity. It's gonna attack your decision making skills. It's gonna attack everything. So the best way to overcome that, in my opinion, one of the best ways is to have cash flow. And I tell people that because with what everybody is chasing, they tell you, oh, you could just make $2,000 from flipping a home, but you're gonna wait for the next 2 months, 3 months to flip the next home. You can make $5,000, even if it's $20,000, right? If you have to wait for the next 2 to 3 months to get that money, you're not really in the business yet. The best business is cash flow. That's why you have a lot of people right now preaching to rent, to buy and hold, right? So you can rent. But even that requires so much energy, requires so much of emotional, physical, and all of that energy, right? Um, and but there's better ways to create cash flows, okay? Or let me say faster ways. And plus, you don't have to not buy and hold and rent. Okay, this is just an additional thing to create all kind of cushion for you, and that's what I want to focus on in this marketplace, to teach you how to do, again, using the Amazon model. Okay, using the Amazon model. So it's very simple. They allow you, they give you a custom link. Okay, a link is how you got here today. You clicked on the link in your email or maybe on Facebook and you ended up here, right? Good. Now that link, when there's a custom link that you can be given, that when people click on it and end up buying something, you can make anything from you can make anything from $1 to $27,000 just from somebody making a buying decision. Now let me ask you a question: how many people do you think are making buying decisions online right now as we're talking right now? How many people do you know are making buying decisions? Now you may say, oh yeah, but we got to drive traffic of people clicking, right? Traffic of clicks, right? Okay, now there's one more problem that we have to bring down, right? Remember what I said in the beginning in the Rich Dad Poor Dad? The question is, how can I? Not I can't. I can't is not even a question, okay? See, successful people know how to ask quality questions, right? So let's start from how can I as opposed to I can't, right? So the question is, but Ola, yeah, you need quite a few clicks. It's true. Not every click will turn to a sale. It's actually very true, okay? Let me give you an example. So for example, there's this other situation that I'm working with, another one of my projects that I will show you guys later. But I sent about in March I sent about 31 clicks through it, and in this month I sent 81 clicks through it, and 81 clicks through it, 81 plus 31, that's about 110, right? 110, is that? Yeah, 110. And then I was like, let me continue the other thing I was doing, right? So I stopped driving clicks through it, and I was talking to one of the gentlemen that put that particular offer together, that particular product, right? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm just looking at your bank account right now. There's $500 in there. I'm like, whoa, there's $500. And lo and behold, it was true. There was actually $500 there. Just so you don't think I'm lying to you, let me show you. I'm actually going to show you right now. Let me see if I can switch screens and go there. Let's see, entire screen. Application window. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm actually gonna go here, switch. All right, so you should be able to see me now. You should be able to see my screen now. Perfect. So you're looking at my Facebook. I'm actually gonna go into this particular back office, and I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. So it's real life, okay? I was having the conversation, and the guy literally told me, I'm logging in right now, okay? and I went into commissions and stats. So you can have multiple offers like this all over the place. You can have multiple offers, and all you have to do is learn how to drive clicks, learn how to drive traffic, learn how to. I just sent you a simple email to drive traffic to this particular video, right? You're not the only one that's going to watch this. A bunch of other people are going to watch it over the next several days, if not years, right? But these videos live on YouTube for a long time, right? So again, this is called residual income. I'm teaching you residual income right now. So I'm going under my commissions, right? And you see that last 30 days, $511. I don't know if you can see that. Last 30 days, 500. Now, how did this happen, right? How did this happen? Let me see. Let me see if I can see some more information. Let me go over to overview. Okay, so here I can see how many hits. 115. 115 turned to $510.99, right? 2 sales generated. How much clicks per sale? So per clicks per sale, 57 clicks to make 1 sale, right? Not bad, right? So how do we drive all this traffic online? How do we do this, right? Let me go back to the screen. So how do we do something like that, right? How can we do it every day so you can bring in $500 per day? What if it's $200 per day? Will that make a difference in your cash flow today? If you're bringing in $100 per day, that's $3,000 per month. Are you making that working just 30 minutes per day right now? No, right? So here's the good thing about the whole thing about driving clicks, right? Driving clicks to a particular link and people buy and you make commissions. That's how Amazon drove all the traffic that they drove to become Amazon and become the biggest online retailer in the world today. That's exactly how they did it. They allow people to make a small commission from the total sales, right? If somebody sold something for $2, they allow you to make 30 cents, 50 cents, right? They allow you to make sometimes up to 100%. There's an offer out here that people actually sell, right? That when you make a sale, the sale is actually $40, but they'll pay you $80 because the $40 is monthly. So they can afford to pay a commission of $80 upfront because they know that they're going to make $40 every month after. That's how Amazon built their business. Now, in the traditional sense of real estate wholesaling or anything like that, you can't really do things like that. Things are moving way too slow. Results are moving way too slow. You could drive a few clicks today and make a few sales tomorrow, right? You could drive 1,000 clicks today and make 3, 4, 5 sales tomorrow, right? And that's a good thing. And that's how it works. Custom link, that's yours, right? All you have to do is drive traffic through it. How do you drive traffic? I just gave you an example. You came here because you saw a link in an email and you clicked on it and you're here. That's traffic. That's called clicks, okay? And it's that simple. And when one of those people that click over, a real human being, right? When they click over and they make a buying decision, because that was a custom link that's tracking commissions back to you, you make money like I just showed you. 2 sales, $511. Right? There's actually ways out here. I'm going to show you how to make up to $7,000 from 1 sale. Okay, so this is something that I started doing back in 2009. Okay, so 2010, 11, in 2011 and 12, I decided to launch a product called the 7-Figure Accelerated. I charged $15,000 for it, and I made quite a few sales just from people making buying decisions. We tell a story, we share something of value, it makes sense to the right targeted audience, and then they decide to buy, and we make money. In fact, I had one guy actually purchased from Cyprus Island, something like that, from Europe, and never showed up to collect the coach. It was a coaching program. He never showed up to collect the program, and he paid me $5,000 for that program at the time. So on the internet, it's very easy. My point is that you're not going to have a bunch of people paying just for no reason. By the way, that's not guaranteed. As a matter of fact, you're not guaranteed that you will get results with this. I'm just sharing with you what works for me and how Amazon did it. Right? There's no guarantee in life. There's no guarantee you're going to wake up in the morning. Okay, but this is what's possible. This has happened to me. I just showed you an example of it, and to be honest with you, the example I'm going to give you right now is about making $3,000 per day. So I can do this. I've been doing this already. As a matter of fact, this particular one I'm about to share with you, I'm already doing it. As a matter of fact, right now in the last 30 days is at 9K. So it's at $9,000. Now, instead of me just saying it, why don't I show you again too, right? So let me just go ahead and show you. All right, so instead of me just saying it, I'm going to show you this particular one. There we go. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to actually log in. I'm going to log out and log in just so you can see that I'm logging out and logging in. All right, because I'm already logged in here. I'm going to log out. Okay. So I'm going to be completely honest with you here. Okay, I'm building this. It's fresh, it's brand new, but I also want to do it in my local market. So chances are you're watching me from here in New Jersey. I want people in my local market to do this with me and benefit out of it. Okay. Did I just log in? I think I just did, right? Yeah, right there. So I'm going to log in again, right? And I'm going to go under my business. I'm going to go under my earnings, and you can see my earnings right here. Today, it's not really that good. But what's really not that good? $17 that just came in for free or what? I'm not sure. But in any way, yesterday did $513.49. Last 7 days, 3,486. Last 30 days is $9,207. Last 365 days, pretty much in the last 1 year. This is something I picked up about 1 year ago. I haven't taken it serious up to now. Okay, I haven't taken it serious up to now. And this money is coming from production that's completely purely passive income, meaning not even my personal production. Okay, all time $60,000 in 1 year from something you did not take serious. If you had a job that was paying you $60,000, wouldn't you be happy? Even if you go there to spend 8 hours per day for 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, right? Exactly. So that's again proof. So that's this particular vehicle that I'm showing you right now, and that's what I'm using for the 3,000 day club. And how you can access it is very simple. You go to 3,000 day. That's 3000 day dot club, www.3000day.club, and you want to go there and get started. How much does it cost to get started? $1. Now, it's $1. Okay, right now it's $1 to just get started. Now, here's what you're going to get for that $1. You're going to have access to a trial membership. I think it's 14 days. I'm not sure. But at least you can log in like I just logged in and I just showed you. You can log in. But more importantly, you're going to be assigned a personal coach. Okay. See that whole deal about you drive clicks and people just buy and you make commissions, right? Some of you may be like, yeah, that sounds simple to you. All that, right? After all, you went to school for computer engineering, which I didn't tell that story. NJIT, computer engineering, whoop, whoop, right? But anyway, that's besides the point. The key thing here is that you need a coach, you need a mentor. Okay. Number one, I can be your coach, it can be your mentor, but you're gonna have hands-on. You're gonna be assigned a hands-on coach and a mentor that's going to walk you all the way from paying that $1 to making $27,000 commission per sale. All right. So now let me show you something really quickly, because it's really sweet how much you can make per single sale from some of this stuff, right? I'm going to go back here and show you some stuff here. Okay, there you go. So you can see my commissions on the side here. You see a $1.85 commission right there. You can see a $500, $498. Let me blow it up a little bit. $498 right there. You see a bunch of residuals, $3.59, and you can see some red, right, which means somebody probably said, no, this is not for me. And that's the beautiful thing about this. You can say, hey, this is not for me. You can cancel anytime. Okay, you can see a $869 commission right there. Okay, so that's a nice one, right? This was just on like April 15, right? You can see a $96, almost $100 right there. Let's see, you can see a $970 right there, $713. And I'm not doing any sales. I'm not selling anything. I don't have to sell nothing. Okay, and then let me see if I can drop this down a little bit more to 1,000. And it just comes in and comes in like that. I don't have to do any selling. They do all the selling for me. All I do is as simple as what I just told you. I just drive traffic. I just send people in, okay? And what is the product? The product is training, okay? Marketing training. See, a lot of people jump into business, jump into multiple different businesses, open a corner store without learning marketing, without learning digital age marketing. Okay, well, people are starting to pay attention. Like, listen, if I don't know something about Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, how to market on the internet, my business is going to fail, flat out fail on its face. That's what's going to happen, right? So let me see here. I think there's something I could do here. Rice Plus, here you go, and do search. We're gonna go all the way, so we can see the big checks, right? There you go. It's loading. There you go. So $869.96, right? Some $11 right there. $970, $710, $200, $200, $997, $1,600, right? You see those? $199, $125. You know, completely from residual income, complete from residual. This is completely residual. I don't have to do it, none of that. Okay, so that's what I wanted to continue to share with you here. Okay, at least for the first one, I want to give you a chance to see what we're up to. Now, as we continue, if you start this business, this is a new business, okay, for you, and it costs you $1 to get started. It's a franchise style. They do all the selling for you, okay, and all you have to do, like I said, is to drive a few clicks and you start collecting commissions like that. The activities that drive those clicks will be 30 minutes or less per day. You could do 3 days a week. As a matter of fact, if you have only 1 day a week, it's doable, unlike real estate, okay? So even if you wanted to go full-time real estate all this while, you couldn't because you don't have cash flow. You don't have food on the table. You have to go back to the job, right? You have to face reality, and real estate is kind of time consuming. If you know anything about it, it's time consuming. Never mind what they tell you. Oh, you could just send me a deal, I'll do it. Yeah, right. Okay. Some of the gurus will do things like that, but they're hoping that you will find out the real deal by yourself, right? But here, when you work on the internet, you bring in money, you have cash flow, and then you have deal, you have cash, you have money coming in, and then you can go back to real estate and say, listen, I got some money to play. I can market properly now. I can pick up a few properties myself because I have some good savings, right? And just because you realize, you woke up one day and said, you met one guy, Ola, and he said, I can make money on the internet. How? Because I buy shoes on the internet anyway. Why not make money from it? Because I know about Amazon anyway. They're making so much money. Amazon just took 30% of FedEx volume away because they make so much money, they chose to deliver their own goods. So think about that. And you're out there sitting on the sideline just waiting and buying, waiting and hoping that Trump is going to bring all the jobs back someday. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So sorry, it's not gonna happen. That's just not reality. Okay, technology is taking over, and you deserve to take advantage of everything it has to offer. Does that make sense? So that's what I have for you. If you have any questions, you can email me at myEmpirePRO. That's my empire. It's my one word. Okay, you have to have one word that drives your world. myEmpirePRO@gmail.com. Send me a quick email. You can also email me directly from the meetup group. If you came from the meetup group, you can private message me on Facebook. I'm accessible, but I will get started for $1 before I ask any questions. Because if you get started first, your question will be answered priority, of course. And of course, your coach that you're going to be assigned to will answer all the questions you have. Once you pay that $1 and you get a hold of them, they will call you, they will email you, they will try to get a hold of you. You should be trying to get a hold of them because they will send you all the information in an email within 5 minutes of getting started of how to get a hold of your coach. And you need to take full advantage of it because, again, you can make up to $27,000 per sale just by simply driving clicks. Does that make sense? So get started. And if you have any questions, again, you know where to find me, and I will see you on the inside of the 3,000 Day Club. So again, where you need to go is www.3000, that's numbers, 3000 day, DAY, .club. All right, I'll see you on this side. Peace.